And let's start off with something positive. Some good news about the vaccines, that we actually have the Moderna vaccine in the UK being rolled out, started in Wales. That's good news. I like that we've got so many different brands of vaccine that are available to us. And you know, we're heading towards brand saturation. We'll get there when you get to travel in the summer. You'll be on a Spanish beach and some dude will turn up and try and sell you all the various brands of the vaccine, but with the names spelled slightly wrong. You'll be asking whether you want to have the Moderna. You might opt for the Tizer vaccine, or just go for the cheaper Astrazeneca. You got options, and that'll be. I know which one I'll get out of those, and that's interesting. Then, so we know that there's an extra one. We've got the Moderna one. They showed us the picture of the first person getting it. There, she is. Interesting. Look, the first person to get the Pfizer vaccine. We might remember it was Margaret. There she is. Yeah. And then the first person to get the AstraZeneca, 82-year-old Brian. And then, I'll say this for Wales. Your pensioners are sexy. Hell yeah. Hey, old lady, when you fell from heaven, did it damage your hips? Are you okay? Do you need me to call someone? Are you sure you're all right? But damn, she's looking fine. And it turns out she's actually, surprise, surprise, not a pensioner. She's a 24-year-old. And there's a part of me that was like, 24-year-old's getting the vaccine. If I missed a call, just hanging around here, doing nothing, trying to solve some problems, no one's... All right. But there will be more young people getting this Moderna one, and that's because of this problem. AstraZeneca jab has been ruled out for the under 30s because of the issues to do with the clots. Very rare occurrence, but it's changed things. I think one of the big problems that if we don't give that vaccine to the under 30s, it means that if you've been offered the AstraZeneca vaccine and you're over 30, some people won't want to take it because it'll give away their age.
Right.
And people are really sensitive about those kind of... People love it when they get ID'd. I was ID'd for some alcohol today. Oh, God. There's definitely people having thoughts like this. Oh, I've got my appointment booked in to receive the Moderna vaccine. Looks like someone thinks I look too young for the AstraZeneca. I think that's what it says. I can't quite... Did you get my glasses? There's a lot of that going on. But let's get into it then. So here's the front page of today's Sun. Even they are talking about how safe it is. Tiny chance of a killer clot after AZ vaccine. Look at that as a number, 0.00095%. And they're saying, don't worry about something that is highly unlikely to happen. Don't worry about something that is so unlikely to happen actually coming to fruition. It is ridiculous to concern yourself with it. And then the top of the page, but have a bet on the Grand National. Way, that horse with 3 legs. Why not put some money on that? It might happen. You never know. Brilliant. It's the best juxtaposition I've seen in ages. And then let's do the odds then. So let's talk about the odds. From the BBC website, we heard that the risk of dying from one of these clots following vaccination is incredibly small, about 1 in a million. And that's tiny. That's so unlikely. That's like a 1 in a million chance. And what are other things that are 1 in a million chance? The same website says that traveling 250 miles in a car also carries a 1 in a million chance of dying. So if someone offers you an AstraZeneca vaccine from a vaccine centre 125 miles away, by the time you've done the round trip, you're definitely dead. I think that's how the maths works.
I agree with those maths.
I think I'll show my workings. Guaranteed to be dead. Don't do it. A lot of time has been spent talking about other things that might be more likely to give you clots. We've seen this, the risk of thrombosis from contraceptive pill far greater than blood clots from the AstraZeneca vaccine. I'm not sure that's making anyone feel better. Just makes you feel worse about other things. I mean, the risk of blood clots from the contraceptive pill is one of the reasons I'm not on it. It's not a main reason, but it's one of the reasons. But it's considerably more likely that you'll get a blood clot if you're on the pill, and yet there's more concern about the small chance of the AstraZeneca one. That's a valid point, but you also need to consider the probabilities and the risk of what happens if you don't take it. So, for example, if you don't have the AstraZeneca vaccine, if you're in your 40s, the risk of dying if you're infected with COVID is 1 in 1,000. So that's quite high. But if you're not on the pill, the chance that your kid will be an absolute pain in the arse, 100%. So you got to think about those stats. I think I've done the math.
It's just
right.
science.
Thank you for watching this from Comic Solving Problems.
And if you feel like it, go ahead and like the video.
Or subscribe. Commitment.